Hello, collective. Welcome back to the Moon Report. My name is Marlene, and I am the modern mystic, your resident moon goddess, and one of the best selling authors of Wisdom in Bloom. I actually have the book here. Let me show you the cover. We're so proud of this collaborative effort with one of your sisters, Ali Yani, and two other authors. That's how we say it here in Anima Collective always. Their names are Rosalia Quintana and Ivy Miles. So, welcome back. We have a full moon in Sagittarius, and boy, are we going to start feeling an energy shift. And this is a good thing. This is why I'm wearing my disco ball again, because I am in celebration of this full moon as well. This full moon in Sagittarius happened Eastern Standard Time at 9:53 a.m. this morning. And the shift is going to accelerate. This is one of those moons that comes in divine timing, like after you've been through all the shit and you've purged everything, and it just comes in a time to bring you clarity and to give you a new momentum. There's a lot of things that are playing a part in giving this full moon that energy, but I want to ask us now to begin to call in a little bit more predictability. And let me tell you why. We have, even though Pluto's going back into Capricorn for a little while, we have began the shift of Pluto into Aquarius. And this is an air energy, and Aquarius is known to be unstable. It's known to be erratic. Um, there's a lot of nervous energy that you may be experiencing or anxiety. And that is all very Aquarian. And I'd like to ask this full moon in bringing out um, more predictability to kind of end a cycle of where we're feeling not grounded in areas in our life. If you have been experiencing that energy where it's hard to ground, or you've been anxious, or you've been nervous, Uranus, which is the ruler of Aquarius, rules the nervous system. And you can be having bouts of anxiety. So we want to close this energy out, and we want to begin to start calling in some predictability, something that we can wrap ourselves around, something that we can kind of take and run with it, because the momentum is going to accelerate, and you're going to see a lot of the things that you've been desiring and wanting coming in your direction, or a lot of things that you've been wanting to close out finally going through its final stages. So, with that in mind, let's also bring in the energy of Aries and Libra in the axis where the North Node and the South Node are residing. North Node in Aries, South Node in Libra. And these nodes, these nodes of the moon, they direct us where we're going. And collectively, we are going towards the North Node in Aries. Mars has made a conjunction with the North Node. So we're being shown in quite I don't want to say aggressive way, but assertive way, what we are still learning, what needs to kind of end, what we need to preserve. And in terms of relationships, what we no longer want around us. When we make these decisions, this can bring grief. This can bring a sense of loneliness. These are not easy decisions to make. And we've been kind of culminating to this moment where we know that things have been showing up, probably things from the past have been showing up. that you've been dealing with. And we need to close them. We need to get past these things for our own good, for our higher self. Now, there's a free will planet. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. But I suggest that you follow this energy where it's taking you and what it's showing you. Because whatever's showing up that doesn't feel right, that doesn't feel good, it's probably outdated and it needs to go. Whether it be, again, relationships or behaviors or patterns that continue to show up in your life. So, where are you learning? And where is this polarity of Aries and Libra, self and the other, showing up for you? Because this is a moon of letting go. This is the perfect moon for you to alchemize letting go in some way, ceremonially, ritualistically, with your intentions, calling them out and declaring them in prayer, whichever way, whatever your style is, use this full moon energy to let go. And I know you know what to let go. By this point, I know you know. Now, whether you want to see it, whether you want to admit it, these are other things that I know you know, especially if you're a regular here to these reports. And there's a momentum and a lot of movement that you can jump on after this new moon, full moon. And it's going to take you where you want to go. But the requirement for that is that you let go of what no longer serves you and you really decide to move in the direction that you desire. It is okay to have desires. It is okay to want things simply because you want them. As long as your intentions are pure and they align with who you are, it is okay to move in the direction that you want to and to finally have the life that you want to have and whatever feels good to you. So intuitively, you'll probably start feeling more aligned with what's coming next. A lot of things will come to resolution that will get out of the way so that you can move in that direction. So be brave, be bold. The truth is going to become more clear. It's going to require you to step into your power and take inspired action. That's where you come in. Cue you. But if you don't take that step, then what's going to come out of it? Move forward, even if it's 1%. Move forward. Another planet that's got our back is Jupiter, which it's during the time of this full moon, it's in 29 degrees of Taurus. It's been in Taurus for a while. It's made some crazy aspects while it's been in Taurus, especially with Uranus, who's still there. But it's in the last degree before it moves into Gemini. And this is an intense position. And it is calling for expansion. It is calling for something new, a new experience, a new energy, a new trajectory. Things that may have seemed slow and intentional will now pick up speed. And the energy will change around you. So, how are you expanding? Jupiter's been through a lot, has learned a lot, and is bringing that wisdom with it to Gemini. Are you? Are you going to move into the next phase with the wisdom that you have learned? Are you going to create a new foundation for this person that you are becoming? There's so much here that could be done. And In this way, you will expand and expand fast. So take care of yourself, take care of your nervous system, make sure you're regulating your nervous system. The sun is also trining Pluto. That means that it's having a favorable conversation. The sun and Pluto are talking things out. So there's also a lot of opportunity for transformation and deep, deep transformation. So we can transform as long as we take action in the direction that we're being shown. And we're brave and we're bold and we step into that power and we own that power. And I know I'm just saying it and it all sounds, easier said than done, but take your time I mean, this is not a race. This is not a competition. You know your own divine timing. You know the areas that are resonating for you as you're hearing me speak. Take steps, create a plan, move into action, decide that you're going to do it. Only your decision, your choice already sets the energy in motion. That is the spark. That is the beginning. That is the light switch. That is what gets everything moving. And some of those realizations are not going to be fun at all. They're going to freaking suck. But you have to face them. Only because it's the rest of your life and your happiness and your joy and everything that you want to create. And the world needs you to give your light and to give your talent to us. I had a teacher that she would say to us, we would always ask her, like, what can we do? We're only one person. Like, how can we change something? And she would always say, the only thing, the biggest gift that you can give us is your own enlightenment, your own personal responsibility of taking ownership in your life. And I would add to that inspired action. Where are you stuck in a loop where you need to penetrate the space to create change? And that choice, that decision is you penetrating the space. So think about it. Because this moon comes in divine timing. Aside from all the drama, aside from all the setbacks, all the shit that we've been through for the last few months, all the realizations, the insights, the good ones, the bad ones, the ugly ones, how we've been tossed and turned and eclipsed and retrograded, to come to this moment right here. Are you going to take that step forward? And trust me, with the acceleration that I feel that this full moon is bringing us, things will begin to develop fast. So your job is to be as clear and as in alignment with your heart as you possibly can be. So short and sweet, this is it. Go out there and do the thing. Make sure it's in alignment with you. Stay true to your heart, collective. And that's really all you have to do. That's really the message of this full moon. Get into ceremony, get into ritual. I have a fantastic workshop called Altars, Ceremonies, and Rituals that can give you some ideas as to how to begin to manifest some of these things. So if you're into ceremonies, if you're into some witchy stuff, that is a great workshop that you can find on marlenemenendez.com. It is self-paced and you can do it on your own time. It also has a cute little Amazon list attached to it where you can get some ritualistic things and materials, and you can actually follow along and do the ceremonies um, there with me as I'm doing it. So check that out. For those of you that are here live with me, I'll go ahead and post that link in the chat. And thank you, Jamie. And I don't know, Collective, if you're watching the replay, I don't know if you know that you can join me on Zoom and be here for the Moon Report. We always have a really great questions and answers session after the Moon Report, and we get to share and we get to connect. So I invite you to please join us. We would love to have you in this space. So enjoy, have fun, do something adventurous, act boldly, and I will see you in the new moon. Take care.